Today on The Young and the Restless, Lucy grills Lily, Chance gives Sharon and Nick bad news, and Adam is there for Sally. On the Crimson Lights patio, Kyle wants to know what Summer and Daniel were talking about. Summer tells him that Chance was just there and told them their mother is alive. She apologizes for blaming his mother for a murder that never happened. Kyle understands she was in pain and grieving. Summer asks if Deanne has been formally released. Kyle says his mother is free. Summer hugs him and shoots Daniel a warning look. Daniel thinks Kyle must be relieved. He still can't believe their mother would do this. Summer blames Stark. Both Phyllis and Diane are his victims. Kyle tells Daniel they owe him a debt of gratitude for coming forward about Phyllis. He could have kept it a secret. Daniel couldn't have lived with himself otherwise. Kyle thinks Christine and the police will try to be fair when Phyllis tells her side of the story. Summer protests that there shouldn't be any repercussions. Anything she did was in self-defense. The DA is going to see that. She has to. Lily and Lucy arrive at Society chatting about fashion. Lucy hesitates before asking Lily if it's true that she and her dad were married when they were basically kids. Lily asks who told her. Lucy enthouses that's a yes. She grills Lily about how old they were. Lily laughs, not old enough to be married, that's for sure. She doesn't condone what they did. Lucy promises not to run off and marry some kid from homeroom but wants to hear everything. She marvels at the thought of them getting divorced, being each other's first loves, and now being together again. Lily holds up her hands as Lucy exclaims that if her father tries to tell her she's too young to be in love, she can prove him wrong. Lucy declares they're star-crossed lovers destined to be together. Lily corrects that they were only destined to fail. Lucy asks if they were in love. Lily says of course. Daniel appears and asks, "What did I miss?" They both say, "Nothing." At Sharon's place, she glances nervously at the box from Cameron as Nick chats with Mariah and Faith. When Nick directs a question at Sharon, she's noticeably distracted, and Faith questions her. Mariah assumes it's mom and grandma overload. Sharon says that's exactly what it is and urges the girls to leave and let them clean up. Once Mariah and Faith are gone, Sharon shows Nick the matches from the Southside Hotel in the cigar box. He recalls it's the hotel where he attacked her. Sharon is relieved he's in prison but wonders what message he's trying to send her with the packages. A knock comes at the door. It's Chance, who says, "I've got news about Kirsten. It's not great." Cameron walks into the park and spots the pregnant Sally. He asks if she's okay and offers to call someone for her. At Sharon's place, Chance tells Sharon and Nick that Cameron Kirsten was released after completing his sentence, and then relocated to Los Angeles. He was arrested there for assaulting his girlfriend. Nick snarls that's what he does. He goes after women. A missed call from Sally shows on Nick's phone as Chance continues on to show Sharon a photo of the girlfriend, who looks just like her. Nick and Sharon learn that Cameron's whereabouts at the present time are unknown. Chance wants them to fill him in on exactly what the guy is capable of. In the park, Cameron tells Sally he doesn't feel right just leaving her there after her call wasn't answered. Sally tells him there is someone else she can call. She phones Adam, who is exiting Society with takeout. She asks him to come and get her in the park and take her to get looked at. Adam reassures her and tells her to sit tight. Cameron muses, "Sounds like your hero is on the way." At Sharon's place, she tells Chance she met Cameron when she was in Denver. She made a mistake since she and Nick were together at the time, but their marriage was in trouble. She met Cameron, who became violent and beat her. She hid until her wounds healed as she didn't want Nick to know. But it came to light when Cameron showed up in Genoa City. She flashes back to the time when he denied beating her. Sharon tells Chance that Cameron blackmailed her into meeting him one night. She thought she could handle him herself. Sharon flashes to telling Cameron that she's married with children and asking him to leave her alone. She recalls that when she rejected him, he tried to rape her, and she hit him over the head with a champagne bottle. "I thought he was dead," she tells Chance. Sharon hid his body and thought the nightmare was over, but it was just beginning. In the park, Sally thanks Adam for coming. He says he can call her any time. She had double vision and it passed after she sat down for a bit. Adam still thinks she should get checked out. He takes her by the hand. Sally tells him there was a guy who was really helpful. She wanted to thank him, but he's gone. At society, Lucy tells Daniel how impressed she is with his platform. Lily thinks they have a hit on their hands. Daniel sends his daughter to the bar to order some pie. Lucy says, subtle, seriously. Once she's gone, Daniel and Lily both say, I've got news. Daniel tells Lily that Chance found proof his mother is alive, and the charges have been dropped against Diane. Lily tells Daniel he did the right thing and wonders what will happen to Phyllis. Daniel doubts she'll come out of hiding and face the consequences. He complains that Summer definitely knows where she is. He'd give anything to be able to hug her. Lily's sorry, but he did the right thing. She tells him that Lucy knows they were married and thinks they're star-crossed lovers destined to be together again. At the Abbott mansion, Kyle promises Summer they will find Phyllis and bring her home. She remarks on how loving he is, thinking about her right now. She loves him, but she has to go. Kyle asks, what? Where? Summer has an errand to run. Kyle is bewildered. Summer kisses him and goes. At Sharon's place, she and Nick recount to Chance how Cameron wasn't dead and came back to haunt her. She couldn't get a moment's peace. She flashes to him looking in her window. Sharon tells Chance that he wanted revenge and wanted her to suffer. Nick says he framed her for murder and took her hostage. Sharon says if it weren't for Nick, she wouldn't be there right now. They flash to Nick punching Cameron unconscious on a plane and then parachuting into a cornfield, where Cameron later told Nick that if he survives, he's dead. Sharon tells Chance he's relentless and vicious. She will never let him terrorize her again. At Sally's suite, Adam sighs, false alarm, just like we hoped. Sally says it's not that simple. Adam reminds her that her new medication will be delivered soon. We've got this. Everything is going to be all right. Sally cries, you can't be sure of that. She laments that she's done everything the doctor said. How can I be at risk for preeclampsia? She worries she did something wrong. Adam assures her she did something right by calling her doctor when she needed to. Sally frets that she and Chloe really need to dig in. Taking it easy isn't on the agenda. Adam's sure that Chloe can knock their socks off. Give her a chance to shine. Sally wonders when Adam became so calm and reasonable. At the GCAC, Kyle catches up with Summer. She forgot her tablet and he thought she would need it because she was going to the office. What are you doing here? Summer claims she came to pick up a spa gift certificate for Dean. Kyle tells her how thoughtful that is and she says they can go home together. She suggests they pick up some bubbly on the way home to celebrate with his parents. Kyle leads her out. At Sharon's place, Chance tells her and Nick that Cameron isn't allowed to be contacting a former victim. If she gets any more messages, she should forward them to him. He's going to try and find out what the guy's been doing since Nick fumes. I do not want this guy anywhere near Sharon or the girls. Chance understands that, but it's one step at a time. Sharon urges Chance to find out where Kirsten is. They'll decide what to do from there. At society, Daniel tells Lucy he wishes she didn't have to go back so soon. Lucy recaps that she's meeting her mom in Savannah and they have parties to go to and friends to meet up with. She's missed them a lot. After that, they'll go back to Europe. Lily and Lucy make an inside joke and Daniel narrows his eyes. In Sally's suite, Adam tells her he's putting her and the baby first, which means he has to be calm and reasonable. She says she really appreciates it. Adam asks, can I tell you something? I'm just glad that you called me instead of Nick. Her expression tells him she called Nick first. He says he's fine with that and asks if she would like him to stay or go while she rests. Sally wants him to stay a little longer. At Sharon's place, she tells Nick that Chance will find Cameron, who is screaming for attention. Nick feels he's incapable of rational thought and asks what's to stop him from making his way back to Genoa City again. In the park, Faith bumps into Cameron while texting. She says, I'm so sorry, I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Cameron says, no problem at all.